we're going to continue our series on the division breakdowns. Once again, we're not picking division winners yet. We'll be doing that in about 2 weeks, man. The season's right around the corner. So we just wanted to break down what we're thinking of each team, and then we will definitely be picking, MVPs and winners and all that good stuff. But as of right now, we're just kind of going over what we kind of think of the teams. We're going to start out to the West with the AFC West, and we're going to be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, they were the representative of the AFC in the Super Bowl this year. And the Kansas City Chiefs, you can always, they may not look always the freshest, they may not always look the greatest out there, but they find a way to win, man. Their record was 15 and 2. They were passing yards. This one's a shocker. 157.0 passing yards per game, which was good for 24th in the league. They averaged about 92 yards a game, which was 20th in the league. They averaged 17.0, which was 23 for points for, and 20.0 for tied for 11th for points against. Kansas City Chiefs, man, every single time you're always like, man, this is going to be the year they fall apart. And then they just somehow pull it out. Some people are going to go the refs. I'm not going to go that route. But having said that, BC, man, you're up top, man. You go ahead and go first. What's the outlook for the Kansas City Chiefs, and what are you thinking of the Kansas City Chiefs this year?
First off, the reason why they're succeeding so much is devil magic. That's exactly why they did it. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know who he sacrificed. I don't know what, what pagan god. I don't know, but that's the only way I can explain it. Now, season outlook for them, it's just basically making a few tweaks here and there, weaknesses, weak points on the team, just kind of wash, rinse, and repeat. I mean, they've shown that they can literally just fly by the seat of their pants. They've shown that they can coast during the regular season and still pull it out. It's just, I'm not trying to glaze too hard. It's just, as somebody that was on the receiving end, as somebody that was on the receiving end of that devil magic last year, man, they're professional heartbreakers. I hate it. It pisses me off so much. How are you that bad at every statistical category and still second in the NFL, man? I don't get it. We had the better offense and we still couldn't do it.
While BC can, I bet BC sulks up there. G-Mike, what's your thoughts on the Chiefs, man?
Dude, man, bro, you gotta show me that you can beat them, bro. I'm sorry, I'm never gonna cut out the Chiefs now with Mahomes at the throne, because you gotta show me you can beat them, bro. I mean, I'm just looking at the depth chart right now, bro. They really didn't lose much on the offensive side. They probably lost a lineman or two, but when it comes to the defense, yeah, they lost a little bit with their secondary, but they still have Trent McDuffie there. They still got Chris Jones there, freaking monster at the defensive line. Yeah. They still have Drew Tranquil as a linebacker. Their team is still put together. Harrison Butker at the kicking throne. He makes a lot of field goals for them throughout the season and in the playoffs as well. Dude, man, and you still have a Hall of Fame head coach in Andy Reid, man. I don't know, bro. There's not really taking a back seat with the Chiefs, man. They're going to have more competition this year with the Baltimore Ravens and the moves that they made, the Buffalo Bills, the moves that they made, and the re-signings that they made. And, there's other teams that are coming up. But, dude, man, the Chiefs, they still have Isaiah Pacheco. He did take a back seat last season with the injury, and Kareem Hunt filled in the shoes pretty well. I'm not going to say great, but pretty well. He did a good job. And he's still there, and he's the second running back for this team. So they could even mix and match them. But dude, I like the Chiefs still. Not saying that they're gonna win the AFC, but I won't count them out either.
Yeah, and I will say too. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. You're good.
I was just gonna say, just looking at just looking over the draft that they had too. I like the pick of getting Josh Simmons to shore up that offensive line from Ohio State.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I think that pick was great.
Yeah, and then I think underrated potential steal of the draft, Jeffrey Bassa from Oregon at linebacker. I think that he was somebody I looked and expected to be like a day 2 pick. The fact that he slipped all the way to the 5th round is absurd. I feel like him and Carson Schweschinger are going to be two of the best linebackers from this class. So I really like that pick as well. I think they got a steal there. So they find ways to continue to draft as well as steals, and it's. You can even go all the way down to the very last pick, Bashard Smith out of SMU. I think that he's got some wheels on him. So I think that again, just more retooling the offense, finding the little diamonds in the rough. That's their specialty.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you guys, and it's hard to count out the Chiefs. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens if Rice is going to get suspended this year or if that's going to carry on to next year. I think that's going to be a big factor. We'll see what Xavier Worthy, if he's just a gadget player that can just run down the field, or if he's actually going to develop into a better receiver. Hollywood Brown is back. The big thing was with Travis Kelce. Seems like he said he's hungry again. He's lost about 20 pounds, I think. He realizes that this was his last season. He wasn't taking it as serious. The last season, he hasn't been taking it serious as much. And so he might have sparked something loose and looking kind of getting humiliated in that game, the Super Bowl, and that might spark something for him. And Kansas City is just smart how they're going to use him anyways. They'll probably have him get, 5-6 snaps in the game, and then when playoff time comes, he's going to light it up. Or towards the end of the season, he's going to light it up. I'm interested. I'm hoping that Hollywood Brown is able to get a resurgence. I've always liked Hollywood Brown. It'd be interesting. It'd be great to have Patrick Mahomes come back out with a dominant receiver like Tyreek Hill back in the day. That was so much fun to watch. And the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs were in the low end of the passing yards at 157 passing yards per game when you have Patrick Mahomes is crazy. And like you were saying, and they still found a way to win and get to the Super Bowl with having Patrick Mahomes only averaging 157 yards. It's just insane, and they didn't really even have that great of a running game. The defense definitely took over, and the defense was amazing, and I don't think that they're going to lose anything on the defense this year. I am a little bit concerned about the Chiefs this year, where I don't know if they're going to be able to do the same things they've been doing. I think the division itself, in which we're moving on to the next team here in a second, I think the division itself just got a hell of a lot better this season. I think this division has to be, probably the top division. I think up and down to in the NFL this year. You can see what you want about the Raiders and which we'll be getting to, but I think the Raiders are much improved with new head coach, new regime. The Chargers, the Broncos. I think everybody in this division actually is going to put up a fight, and I don't think Kansas City just going to be able to stroll through it like they have been in the past few years. Yeah, you guys got anything else on the Kansas City Chiefs? You guys ready to move on to the number 2 place team?
I'm just ready to duck and hide, man. Duck and hide.